It is our first Wealth Wednesday video. Oh my god! Hey boss and bossette, thank you so much for tuning into this channel. You guys know that I do not take your streaming lightly, so I really appreciate the fact that you press play on this video. And today is a special day. Woo! So today is our first Wealth Wednesday video. I'm happy that I'm actually able to bring this video out. I've been thinking and have so many things written down. Okay, so on our first video, what are we going to talk about? We are going to build the foundation. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, so you have to be patient and start with the foundation and actually build it correctly. So this video today is on what is wealth. So if you want to really know what wealth is, go ahead and keep watching this video because we are talking about it today on the first Wealth Wednesday.
Perfect.
If you're on a wealth journey and you definitely want to go ahead and build that foundation, make sure that you stay tuned. Go ahead and subscribe and like the videos now. Go ahead and like it now so you don't gotta like it at the end. You might forget, just go ahead and like it now, I'm on a wealth journey. That's what this channel is about. And I became really passionate about taking as many people on that journey with me as possible because I know it's something that we don't really talk about in our community, and God has given me the mission to change our financial narrative. I want y'all to glow up with me, okay? And I want to glow up by myself and have to go back and get y'all. I want y'all to come with me. So we're going on this journey. I remember for myself when I was growing up, I saw wealth as cars and nice houses and the things that were on BT and MTV and MTV Cribs. I mean, how many times did we all watch MTV Cribs and be like, man, I'm gonna be wealthy, I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna be wealthy, and that's what we think about, right? And so I think that we all, my opinion is that we usually think about the fruit or what people get once they become wealthy as actual wealth. And I think that throws us off because then we start to go after those things, and we're going after the wrong things because that's what we see wealth as, and it's not. So that's why we're talking about this today. I feel like a lot of us have an ideal of what wealth is, and we fantasize about obtaining wealth, and we fantasize about what we would do when we are wealthy, and we're gonna go get the cars and the clothes and the nice houses and all these things, right? But we don't stop to really think about what we're actually acquiring. The dictionary defines wealth as an abundance of assets, resources, or money. Well, duh, we know that. But do we really? Most people go after the cars and the clothes, and they'll get their credit fixed, and then they go buy the nicest car that they can buy, that they can afford, and then they end right back up in the same situation instead of actually building that wealth so that they can have multiple streams of income to pay for that car, right? So that's something that I definitely want us to be mindful of when we are on this wealth journey. The dictionary defines being wealthy and rich as the same thing. It's synonymous. It's a synonym. But in the eyes of society, you guys know, we kind of look at it differently, right? We say, okay, there's a difference between being wealthy and rich. Being rich, you can make $100,000 at a job and be rich, live a very rich lifestyle, or let's say about $200,000 or whatever. You have a very nice salary, right? However, there's someone that's paying that salary, and if you lost that job today, if you didn't build additional streams of income, you're not rich anymore because you no longer have that income. Wealth on the other hand, is when you have several different streams of income. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. When you have those streams of income, if one falls off, you still have abundance of income coming in, a passive income, portfolio income, or different type of income coming in, right? That's the difference from being, wealthy and rich. We usually don't see wealth. We see the fruits of that labor. I feel like that really puts us at a disadvantage, especially because it's not talked about in schools, and if you don't have a wealthy person in your family to actually go and teach you this information, then you're kind of left wondering, or you don't even think about it at all, and you just consume whatever's given to you. I wanted to be an actress because that's where I saw people like me being successful, not realizing that I could build wealth outside of that, or I could build wealth by doing other things. So I remember when I actually took my first position at an investment firm, and you guys, I saw like accounts that had like $5,000 in it to accounts that had $25,000, $250,000. I remember when I saw my first account that was over $1 million. What? This person has over $1 million. They could just call and say, "Hey, I just need like 250 grand. Oh my God. Wealth actually is attainable, right? And so I was like mind blown. I'm like, God, you said that you wanted us to live abundant lives, and people are actually doing it. And so I know that I can do this as well. I know that you have more for me, and it's not about money, or it's not about the love of money. We always say that the love of money is the root of all evil because that's what is in the Bible. And that is true. However, God called us to live abundant lives, and He also says that He wishes that we prosper and be in good health even as our souls prosper. So He's not just concerned with our souls, He's also concerned about us prospering. We need money to be able to do things in life. Yes, God can bless us, and He does bless a lot of us. Yes, He can tell someone to give us a car and our credit not even matter, or open the door and give us favors so that we can get in a house or an apartment. However, He's placed specific principles and things in the earth realm that allows us to go out and actually grab that wealth ourselves. Now, the other thing is that God also gives us wisdom, and along with wisdom comes wealth. And that's why we're talking about the knowledge that we have to obtain wealth, because in the Bible, God spoke to King Solomon and He said, "Solomon, what do you want of me? Ask me for anything and I'll give it to you." And Solomon said, "I would like wisdom." He told God to give him wisdom. Now, of course, I'm paraphrasing, but I'll put the scripture somewhere on the page so that you can see it. But he said to give him wisdom. And he wanted wisdom. And God was so pleased that He asked for wisdom and not wealth, that He gave him the wisdom, but He also gave him the wealth. And King Solomon actually became one of the wealthiest kings to date. And he actually had, like in today's money, it's like over $1 trillion. And the people that lived in his kingdom, they also prospered because he knew what to do, not just to obtain the wealth, but also to keep it and to keep it cycling within his circle. So I really want to kind of just come and talk about that first nugget of really understanding that wealth is not the cars and the clothes and the things like that. That comes after you obtain the wealth. So I want to encourage you to be mindful of what you're spending your money on, or so that you can actually start to build wealth. Yes, I have my nails done. It's not something that I do regularly. Actually, I really just started getting my nails done again. Or, makeup and things like that. I buy it sparingly, but I also am smart with it. I buy it so that I buy things that I can get tax write-offs on, and we'll talk about that too. I buy things that I can get tax write-offs on, and we'll talk about that too. You definitely want to be mindful of those things if you're on this wealth journey with me, so that we can start to really put our money in places where it's going to work for us, and it's going to help us build the wealth that God has for us. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video. I don't want it to be too long, and I can talk and bring up all the other videos that I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. But if you want some one-on-one coaching, or if you want some information on building wealth right now, what you can start to do right now to help you build wealth, go ahead and message me. You can follow me on Facebook at the Bossette Life Facebook group, or the Bossette Chrissy B. I am also on Instagram at the Bossette Life, and my email, I will put that down below as well. So if you have any questions, or like I said, you're ready to start building wealth, go ahead and contact me and leave me a comment and let me know what you thought wealth was when you were a kid, and like what was your idea of wealth before watching this video, and maybe it still is that ideal. Thank you so much for tuning into this channel, Boss and Bossette. Make sure that you find a way to boss up today, okay?